What's going on, Otaku Squad? It's your boy Roman, aka MisterAnime343, back at it once again. And today I wanted to start a new series called MisterAnime343's Guilty Pleasures. Now, I gotta say, this is actually going to be a series where I actually talk about some of my most guiltiest pleasures, and not just in the anime and manga sphere, but I'm talking like in general. Cartoons, movies, friggin' comic books, anything goes. And I implore like any of like my fellow anime fans, or like, if you guys actually have any like guilty pleasures you'd like to personally share, oh, I would love to actually hear what your guilty pleasures are, my guys. So, for today's guilty pleasure I'm actually going to be sharing to you is... Hang on just a second. Anyway, guys, like I was saying before I got rudely interrupted by my uncle, of course, one of my guiltiest pleasures, and I am not afraid to admit this, is the Aaron McGruber cartoon that was actually heavily inspired by anime, known as the Boondocks. Oh, God. Just actually watching that show is just absolutely mwah. It's freaking awesome. Basically, I never thought I'd actually live to actually, within my 32 years of my life, to actually see any cartoons that imitates anime. I mean, yeah, you do actually have like, some like samurai stuff, or like, some some awesome things, but also it's unapologetic. You actually get like a live feel for like, certain characters. Now, the plot of it is these two boys, Huey and Riley, are actually living with their granddad, Robert Freeman. And God rest the soul of the voice actor playing Granddad, of course. He actually passed away, and basically we'll never actually get another show like the Boondocks. It is like, one of my guiltiest pleasures ever. And I'm actually gonna have to sit down and I've already watched the first two episodes. I rewatched the first two episodes on HBO Max, and at least they don't actually censor it heavily like they do with what I want to say there, like they do with Adult Swim, because it's supposed to be Adult Swim. They shouldn't be censoring this kind of crap. But who am I to judge? It's their call. In fact, I don't see why censoring like shows like the Boondocks is pretty much, anything tedious. But I gotta say, I really love the Boondocks. It is such a freaking awesome show. I always love the fact that basically one of the characters, Gin Rummy, he's actually voiced by Samuel L. freaking Jackson. I mean, basically people are always actually complaining that, white people are actually voicing people of color in certain cartoons. But in Samuel L. Jackson's case, it should have been different, because basically it's actually rules for thee, but not for me. Don't you see the hypocrisy and all that? But all in all, I really do love the Boondocks. Maybe I should actually talk about, like, some of my other, like, guilty pleasures of, like, forms of entertainment with all my friends over on the live stream the next time we do it. But if anybody actually has any like guilty pleasures they want to share with me, feel free to share it here down in the comments below, or share it to me over on Twitter at MisterAnime343. And I really do enjoy, and I got a lot more guilty pleasures here, ladies and gentlemen. I gotta tell you, Otaku Squad, this is only just the beginning, because I'm actually gonna share all the juicy details about, like, all my guiltiest pleasures as well. But all in all, I'll actually cut it right there. Just remember these 3 things, guys. Respect the waifus, enjoy your fandoms, anime's freedom. Until the next one, this is MisterAnime343 saying, sayonara and eat the wokies, baby.